you know, then yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore.
Otherwise, what's the need for a design review board? If that's the case,
Exactly.
then, then you don't need a design review board.
Now, on a separate thing, on the side of the plaza, there was an old sign that said Hotel Romero. And Alan wants to put that back, but it's on the brick, but it was there originally. So is that, I mean, I know I'll put it through the design.
Now
I'm
that
just
you
saying,
know that you're gonna do it,
is this gonna be
you should come to the
like
city
a
and
real
make sure that
issue
you
or?
follow the process.
Lucas still there? Lucas, you still there?
I'm still here.
He's talking about repainting that sign that's on the side of the Plaza Hotel.
See, that's something that he needs to go ahead and bring forward to us.
Okay.
And like I mentioned earlier, he says that he wants to fix some window sills and stuff like that. I think he's doing a great job. He's looking out for the building. But
Right.
we got to make sure we're following the process. Bring it forward to the board. Let the board discuss it and give you direction. We need to make sure we're using the proper materials. I think it even comes down to the proper paint that's going to be put on these buildings if we're going to put any type of paint at all on there. The bricks, there are issues, and now that Rick brought that up to me, I have concerns. I'm going to go look into that on the design and review guidelines, and I'll definitely get back to you guys. The next meeting we have, I'll have you guys answers for that question there.
Because I know there's a die for the mortar so that they can match it. So all they have to do is match that instead of using the silver one, but you can't really see that from the street. And so I don't see no issue with that. The
Well,
next
there's a
item.
few spots that had been repaired before that the mortar doesn't look good at all.
The mortar.
Because it's not even close. And then there's a few where they got it really, they matched it pretty close. So I'm gonna talk to the mason and see what we can do about making the where they patched it look more like what it's supposed to look,
Well, they make dies for that.
Yeah.
So all you
Yeah,
got to
okay.
just get a die.
Anything else, Lucas,
Which,
on the Plaza Hotel? Are you there?
Might be interested in a dead zone.
Lucas,
Thank you.
can you hear me, Harold?
I can't, yeah, you're back on.
Okay. I might lose you guys here on the highway, but no, I don't got nothing else for the Plaza Hotel. I just wanted to make sure I got some clarification to you guys in regards to the construction, that the maintenance and the alterations and repair that may occur, and make sure that we're following the process and bringing everything to you guys so you guys could have a chance to review it.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate your
Yes,
input.
sir. Yes, sir.
Any other discussion before I ask for action? Hearing
They're all
none.
going to be this
Mr.
discussion. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Lucas. What were you saying?
Everything that we're going to do today is all discussion. There's no action.
Oh, okay,
to be
okay.
taken.
So you're not ratifying any action that's been taken?
Well, I do want to talk about the Navajo textile, but I'll wait for it to come up.
All right, so it's just for discussion then. Okay, thank
I
you.
think Mr. Madrano has something.
Mr. Medrano.
Mr. Spencer, is this part of the, what we've been discussing, the change of
That's
the mortar?
that's the one where they didn't match it very well. So I want them to make it look,
Is that the one that's on the side by the street?
that one, yeah, it's on the street side. And I'm like, this is not right. So that's an example of what I'm gonna have them fix.
And I think that brick is also raised out. It sticks out a little bit more than the other brick. Am I
It
correct?
could be, I'm not 100%. You have to forgive me, I've only been there about 3 weeks, so.
All right. So, anything else, Mr. Medrano?
No.
Any other questions or comments before we move on to the next item? Thank you, Mr. Spangler.
In closing, I just wanted to say, from now on, we're going to not ask for forgiveness, we're going to come first.
Appreciate it.
As long as I'm there, so.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
for
that
your time.
building's a beautiful building.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
Okay, next item is Netflix wanting to do temporary repairs.
Hi,
How are you, Maria?
I'm
Please state your full name for the record.
Maria Brandow. I'm the assistant location manager for a Netflix production called Ransom Canyon. And I just want to start off by saying I apologize that this permit was not put in a timely fashion. It was never my intention to circumvent anything. I was misinformed about when and where it was applicable. So I just want to apologize, and this will never happen again from me.
Thank you, Maria.
So I will happily answer any questions.
Can you describe the project?
So the show itself is kind of a modern Western, and the Navajo Textile Building is going to be kind of a dance hall set. So they wanted to fix the windows. Our producers worked on that building, or worked with the owner of the building on Roswell, and really fell in love with it. So they lobbied really, really hard with Netflix to be able to kind of, shore it up, really, to keep it, because it was having some issues. So what we did was we wanted to go in and fix the windows. The original windows, the glass is still in there. Not all of the windows still had glass. A lot of them were broken. But every piece that was original, we kept. And it's stored currently, not all of it in the building, but in safe places. We've taken the kind of purple tiles that you see above there, and we're working on getting more of those to replace them. Our current design is reversible entirely. The structure, the original bones have not been modified. I think the main issue is that little wall that we made, and basically we just didn't want to put as much glass in that the original design had, because it gets broken. And so when we are not there, it will more or less remain the same. We tidied it up. The boards are the same. I have a image down here that I can bring up that's kind of the underlying layout, and then the original, and then the picture in here. I also have color printouts if you guys want to see it, is the mock-up of the design. And basically, we uncovered all the windows and repaired them. We made this small little support wall, basically, to eat up some of the space that the glass would be in. Because, again, we didn't want to put up that much glass. And that's really it. We uncover also the windows on the doors and the windows on either side. We do have a sign we want to put up that says dance hall, but that will come down in between when we're filming. And then once we are complete with our filming season, we will put it back. And we would love to leave it how it is.
You're gonna put the boards back up to cover the glass, right?
Yes, they are currently up right now. And I have a picture on my phone. I wasn't able to print more of them, but I
You
can.
know what it looks like,
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. But yes, that will remain up when we are not there.
Is that just to protect the glass? Or?
Yeah.
It's to protect the glass, but also, we weren't sure if you guys liked it or not. So we can put something more attractive on there. The owner of the building loves the design that we have. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback from the community about the design, but we understand if that's not what should be left.
Can I ask you what the community has thought about?
They love it. Everybody's loved looking inside, really.
Something else on just kind of the process of it.
Uh-huh.
When I drive by often.
Yeah.
Is that front facade is there a back facade, and was that like the original design of the, and it's not like anything to do, I'm just
Right.
questioning like
Sure.
building and
So like the little, so there's the entryway,
Right.
kind of, and all of that inside is original. And we've only done kind of, we put in that, I don't really know what it's called, but like the framework to make the small windows. Again, it's just for reinforcement.
So this other facade was put later, and the original building was kind of, it looked like it was recessed almost.
So there's, I don't think it's on that thing, but so there's the front doors and there's that little kind of tiled entryway.
Right,
And that little thing is original.
okay.
And then beyond that, we have a floating wall that's just a stage wall. I mean, it's got bracers up against it that can come down, you know. And then beyond that, there's kind of a floating second story. That's original. And then there's some structures underneath the floating second story, but I don't know if those are from Red Dawn or not. I think some of them are.
You talking about the inside or the outside?
That's the inside. He was just asking about the
Yeah,
inside.
that's the inside.
Just because I saw it and it was kind of interesting to see what was behind,
Yeah,
behind
no.
those boards.
That's really what we've heard from everybody is that, you know, it's been boarded. Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's just been really excited to see it get a facelift.
Now, you've worked on are you doing the site also?
So,
Site of the school?
oh, the side of the,
Those- No, not Moreno, it's South Gonzalez.
the windows on that side, we are doing, yes.
So it's gonna be complete around?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's complete.
Well,
You
I
gonna do
hope,
anything to the back?
No, we are adding some electrical, but that's not, like, I don't think that does anything to the look of the building.
No, well, actually, that doesn't conform to what we have to do because what we deal with, what the public can see,
Okay,
and that'd be in the back, so there you'll be doing construction industries.
okay. Yeah, but we're not doing anything.
But other than that, this is a far cry, a whole lot better than what was there.
Well,
Thank you.
And I mean a whole lot better. I'd rather see this
Yeah.
than nothing.
and I hope the city can continue to work with Netflix and make it as easy as possible for you all to be here for the community. I think the film industry is super important for Las Vegas, and I really hope that they're working with you because I think it's the industry that we need here. And so it's unfortunate that this played out the way it is, but you know what? I understand because I've been in your position. So, you know, sometimes you just have to do things. But it looks great. I think it looks fantastic, and I hope you don't board it up again. So,
Well, once the strike's over, then we can really start utilizing it.
yeah.
Fingers crossed. We had the Netflix executives came down to see the building because they like to see what we're doing with their money. And they love the town. They think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope that's
good to hear.
Cool.
good,
That's
good
good.
things for the future.
I hope they're treating everyone right. You know what I mean? The community is welcoming you all. So
So how much of this are you gonna use as a prop?
So,
Just
sorry,
the facade?
just the facade. The interior we're mostly using for just kind of as a workspace. When we're filming, we're hoping that, you know, the crew will be in there. And, you know, our directors and Video Village will be inside the building rather than out blocking the street, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
It
else?
does look better.
I don't have anything. Mr. Rubio, anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, thank you. That's a good presentation.
Thank you.
Appreciate the work that's going on. I got a personal tour last week and I appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. And once we have it ready, you know, anytime people want to stop by, I'm happy to talk about it. And once it's not an insurance issue, I will happily let people inside to see.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir,
I'm
Mr.
trying to secure, as the film liaison for the city, so when we worked on the permit, as with Red Dawn, we had not pulled permits for Red Dawn for a simple structure because they were not affecting the structure. So that's why when I advised her, she wouldn't require a permit because there was nothing altering the structure.
One more question.
Mr. Rubio.
On this one, now, I notice it's standard like that. Are you gonna be doing any changes later?
We don't have any plans to. If we do, we will come to you all.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If you're gonna do minor changes, I don't see why the board can't approve it and let them come in and do their changes so that we don't have to be coming in every little
Well,
while
as
with
long as
you.
it's in compliance with the ordinance,
Okay,
Right.
let's go by what the ordinance dictates.
okay.
I just think you guys you're a fast moving kind of industry, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and it would be a shame to not be able to do a production because we're holding everything up here.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because like with what was it, Roswell? What we did was when we found out how many changes they were gonna make, and it was basically gonna just be the same changes over and over and over. We deemed that it was easier just to let them do it and not come to the city and let them know, but not come to the board.
Right.
So that's what we'd like to work with you if at all
I
possible.
would, that would be great, and, yeah,
I will certainly stay in communication with the board, with the film liaisons. And if something needed to be changed that was permanent, I would get permission first.
Thank you very much. Any other discussion, questions or comments? Hearing none. It looks like that's it. Any other business? Are you still there, Mr. Marquez?
Hold it, yes, sir. On the Navajo textile stuff, I wanted to make sure I spoke to you guys in regards to the application. I know they're just temporary repairs, and I don't think she has to be coming through this process all the time because they are on a time limit. I know that they got to be ready at a certain time with their movies, and they're doing a wonderful job. It looks great over there. And everything's gonna go back to normal afterwards. The only thing I think we should consider, gentlemen, and look at is the fact that the owner should be signing off on this permit as well, or application as well, so that he's aware that it might stay permanent or it might not. I don't know if that's something the board would concern themselves with, but that's what kind of worried me when I saw the application. Other than that, I don't have any issues with Netflix moving forward on what they're doing. I think they're doing a great job. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were okay with them getting things done on a temporary basis.
So then what you're talking about, Lucas, should be done between Netflix and the owner, not coming to us or anything, right?
Or the city?
Yeah.
And he is aware. I send him daily progress reports when we are working on the building.
It's always good to just have that signature, though, just to cover everybody in this situation.
And we can do that, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be between you and the owner. And
The city.
then you can get a hold of Lucas and tell him what's going on.
sound good?
Anything else, Mr. Marquez?
That's all I got, gentlemen.
Sounds good. Any other discussion before we adjourn?
No.
Hearing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion?
We have a motion, no, it's just for discussion. We have a motion by Mr. Medrano. Do we have a second?
Second it.
Second by Mr. Rubio. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So we adjourn at 4:40 PM. Thank you.